Having a chat with ChatGPT, as you do, and I asked it to share with me a list of musicians that were session musicians before they became famous. And here's what Chatty said. Many famous musicians started their careers as session musicians, honing their craft and gaining industry experience before achieving fame. Here's a list of some notable ones. Top of the list, Jimmy Page. Before founding Led Zeppelin, Page was a highly sought-after session guitarist in the 1960s, playing for artists like The Kinks, The Who, and Donovan. Second up, Elton John. Before his solo career took off, Elton John, Sir Elton John, then known as Reg Dwight, worked as a session musician for artists like The Hollies and The Scaffold. Number 3, Glenn Campbell, known for hits like Rhinestone Cowboy. Campbell was a member of the Wrecking Crew, a group of elite session musicians in Los Angeles, and played on numerous hits for artists such as the Beach Boys, Frank Sinatra. 4, Phil Collins. Before achieving fame as the drummer and later the lead vocalist of Genesis, Collins was a session drummer, playing for artists like George Harrison and Brian Eno. 5, Sheryl Crow. Before her successful solo career, Crow worked as a backup singer and session musician for artists like Michael Jackson, Rod Stewart, and Don Henley. 6, Steve Lukather. The guitarist for Toto, Lukather was a prolific session musician, playing on records for artists such as Michael Jackson, including the iconic solo on Beat It, Boz Scaggs, and Diana Ross. I'm actually going to disagree with ChatGPT there, because I think Eddie Van Halen did the solo, but Steve Lukather did the riff. Seven, John Paul Jones, the bassist and keyboardist of Led Zeppelin. Jones was an accomplished session musician, working with artists like Donovan, the Rolling Stones, and Dusty Springfield. 8, Leon Russell. For his solo success, Russell was a session musician for artists like the Byrds, Gary Lewis and the Playboys, and Herb Alpert. Number 9, Carol Kaye. A legendary bassist, Kaye was part of the Wrecking Crew and played on countless hits for artists like the Beach Boys, Simon & Garfunkel, and Nancy Sinatra. 10, Michael McDonald. Before joining the Doobie Brothers and launching a solo career, McDonald was a session singer and keyboardist for Steely Dan. 11, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Before becoming a blues rock legend, Vaughan was a session guitarist, playing for David Bowie on the album Let's Dance. And 12, Billy Preston, known for his solo work and collaborations with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Preston was a sought-after session keyboardist, working with artists like Sam Cooke and Ray Charles. These musicians' work as session musicians not only helped them develop their skills, but also provided crucial industry connections that aided their eventual rise to fame.